Okay.
And mine is also on.
All right, so you guys should be able to hear us now.
Mic check, mic check. Women in gaming, women in gaming.
Women! Too many women!
I don't know what game to play. What game is safe?
What game
No
is
game
safe?
is safe.
Where's my safe place for men?
No game is safe.
Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Actives in here. We're back for another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We got Nintendo's E3 to talk about. We got the Treehouse to talk about. But before that, we're going to go through a couple articles. Because there wasn't too much news outside of E3 announcements, of course, because that's the big news of the week. But let's introduce our other panel members here. So, Kuuppon, why don't you say hello to the people?
No to the people. How y'all doing? It was a good E3. Had a great time. But let's see. Games I've been playing since they announced Fortnite for Switch. I downloaded that with a happy little you can't play with your account from Sony, but hey, that's okay. Made a new account, played with Alex and Nia here, and had a fun time. Caught some L's, but got some wins as well. Also downloaded the Fallout Shelter. Don't have a freaking clue how to get anything done in that game because I'm losing. That's all. I'm catching hella L's in that one, but we gonna figure it out.
I should probably download that game too, actually.
We'll figure that one out.
I haven't, but I haven't even like.
It's free. I didn't know it was free, so
anyway,
it's a free
so
download. When I went to get it, I was like, "How much this shit?" And I was like, "Oh, free, cool." So it is free. Download it, check it out. Catch some L's with me. Is what?
I doubt it's as good as Shaq Fu.
Oh no, nothing's better than Shaq Fu. Come on now.
Oh my god.
But for the most part, that's what I've been doing, and just kind of recapping most of the Treehouse stuffs that I could catch, and catching up on my sleep because I'm tired. I was tired as all hell from all that streaming and just being excited.
It's been a very exhausting week.
Very exhausting. YouTube content during E3. It's been a lot of content lately.
Definitely entertaining.
Like it's so exhausting. Like even just streaming and like talking about it and watching it with our viewers is exhausting.
Yeah, like Erica, she sat out of Press Start today because of how many podcasts.
Yeah, because she's like, I am exhausted.
I don't blame her, poor girl.
It's been a tough week for a content creator.
For real though.
Especially if you're out here ranting. But let's Nia, why don't you introduce yourself, say hi to the peoples.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video game her. You guys already know. So as far as what I've been gaming on, y'all gonna laugh at me.
Oh no.
So I downloaded the Portal Knights demo on the Nintendo Switch before E3, like last week sometime.
What is that?
And Portal Knights, it's like it's kind of akin to like Minecraft and like Dragon Quest Builders, where it's like a Minecraft type game, but it has like a story to it, if that makes sense. It's actually really. So we downloaded the demo, and we poured like 10 hours into this freaking demo. Like it's one of those kind of demos where you could just dig into, you know what I mean? So we poured like 10 hours into the Portal Knights demo, like building a house and like a pavilion, and like we have like this underground section in our house, and like we built like spiral stairs that goes up to like the top of a hill. Like we just went in this Portal Knights demo. So probably the next time that I see this game on sale, I'm probably gonna scoop it because we literally poured 10 hours into a freaking demo. I think that's crazy. But the same thing happened to me when the Dragon Quest Builders demo came out. I still need to buy that game too, but your girl is broke.
Good thing we got Fortnite.
So many games that I want, but I don't have money to spread around like that. So I have to get games that I just really, 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 really want.
Like Shaq Fu.
When I have the money. No. So the other game that I've been playing, of course, is Paladins. You guys already saw that I did a live impressions review type of video about that earlier today. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out if you're interested in Paladins on the Nintendo Switch. You guys know that I'm a big Paladins fan. I poured hours into Paladins on the PC. So definitely check out my review, and I'll let you guys know, how it fares, considering that it's a portable version of the game. And also another thing that I've been playing, of course, you guys already know because I've been streaming that as well, is Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. So Alex, Kuuppon, and I played yesterday, and then I think the day before that it was Alex, me, Nick, and Real Gamer, and we have had a blast with this game. Now, you know, Alex and I played it on PC probably when it first came out, like a year ago or something like that, or some months ago. So, you know, we kind of already knew what to expect going in, but just being able to revisit Fortnite. I know it's one of the current topics of current topics in gaming, and people don't like to give it its credit, but Fortnite is a fun game. Definitely. And it's free, and it's a game that's on so many platforms that it gives friends a real reason to get together and play together because of the cross-play aspect. Of course, unless you have a PS4 version. So yeah, man, it's just really been a really fun time playing these games, man. And then E3 has really sparked my desire to just play games hard body. So it's been a good time to play games. It's been a good time for gaming in general. I know today we're going to be talking specifically about Nintendo, but E3's been a good time in general for me anyway. So yeah.
Okay, and I'm just scrolling through the eShop here, looking at what just came out.
What was that game again you said?
What game?
It's called Portal Knights.
Okay.
Never heard it. But Octopath Traveler demo is out today, people. Make sure to go download it. Apparently, this time, the demo transfers over to the real game. So you can actually level up your character in the demo, get your powers up, and transfer it over to the full game next month. That's really cool. There's some other stuff in here. Nothing too exciting. Nothing like a... Oh, wait. A huge game came out this week. Fortnite out on the Switch. 2 million downloads in one day. This game is an absolute juggernaut. It's a lot of fun. Me, Nia, Kuuppon have been playing it. We played with Walker Buffstorm, a.k.a. Nick. It's a fun game. Walker Buffstorm.
The MVP for Fortnite is always the dude in the bush.
Yes.
Bush guy. Shout out to the Bush guy.
The bush power, you're invincible, basically. Hollow Knight has come out as well. Unfortunately, it came out the same day as Fortnite, so it's completely been overshadowed. But this is a very cool game if you like side-scrolling Metroidvania-style games. Paladins is out. It is not free. If you wait till later, you can get the free-to-play version, but as of right now, you do have to purchase the game. So if you want it early access, I guess you want to call that early access, then you would have to put it on your wish list. But it is a fantastic game. Me and Nia have put countless hours into Paladins on PC. It is a lot of fun. Fallout Shelter is out. That's another free game. So there's a lot of free stuff out right now for the Switch. That's really cool. This was a cell phone game, but I think it would work well on the Switch in handheld mode. But as far as what I've been playing, of course, Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu is definitely an amazing game.
The game of the year generation.
It's a game of the year contender easily. I didn't expect it to be this good, but it is fantastic. I definitely got my money's worth because I paid $0 for it. But as if you had that terrible NBA Playgrounds game, you do get Shaq Fu for free. So make sure to get that Shaq Fu if you had played that stupid NBA game. Another game that came out recently, West of Loathing. That game looks pretty fun. It's supposed to be a comedy RPG game. Obviously the graphics are shitty, but that's part of the game. That looked pretty cool. And Icy. This game is awesome. I have this game on PC, guys. This game is fucking dope. If you like hack and slash action games, this game is very cool. It's pretty cheap too. Sushi Striker came out as well. I have no interest in that game, so that's all I'm going to talk about.
Why is that a thing?
But other than that, I was playing Halo Wars 2 today in the morning. I was playing on Game Pass on PC. It's actually really cool. I'm enjoying it. The story is interesting. It's actually a more interesting story than Halo 5's, which is surprising. Wow. Yeah, it's actually very in-depth, like full CGI animations, and has a real storyline going on. It's completely separate from Master Chief's story, and it is awesome. With a different villain entirely. So I was surprised that they went this in-depth into it. And the gameplay very similar to StarCraft, which I used to play a lot of StarCraft back in the day, so it's bringing back a lot of StarCraft memories right now, so I'm having fun with that game.
Oh, Sushi Chef has a demo. I'm going to check it out.
Yes, Sushi Striker has a demo, I believe. So if you want to check out that game, they have a demo, so go check it out. But
that's the only thing you need.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That's it for new games coming out, so let's just get into the news. And we got Nintendo expects third-party ports to arrive on the Nintendo Switch much quicker starting next year, which means less delays, less waiting 6 to 8 months for a game that comes out on the other consoles to reach the Switch. So, according to Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé, though this is about to change, speaking with The Verge, Fils-Aimé explained that while these delays have been common during the Switch's early days, Nintendo believes that this will change as the platform gets older. Now that developers have had more time with the console, we should expect to see smaller time gaps. This is his exact quote of what he said to The Verge. We're talking today about a platform that is 16 months old. The development cycle today is multiple years. So I would argue that beginning at the end of this year or next year, that gap will have closed, because key developers have had the development system. They'll have been working to create content for our platform from the beginning. That's what is going to close the time gap. So basically, what Reggie's trying to say is they are going to eventually catch up to Xbox and PlayStation and PC with these ports, because the developers have had a lot of time with the development kit, with the system now, that they're going to finally be able to make the games quicker. And they've had people making games from jump for the Switch, which will be ready sometime this year or early next year, which will fill in some of those third-party gaps. So that is excellent news, because of what we saw at E3, which we'll talk about later. There wasn't a lot of third-party content showed, but then Reggie also had an interview where he explained Nintendo basically did that on purpose because he wants to keep surprises for the next couple weeks and months, where they're going to drop more information over the next few weeks and months about other games coming to the Switch. So there's not much to worry about, to be honest, but this is good news that they are going to be able to fix this port problem that the Switch is currently having. What do you guys think about this?
Awesome.
Go ahead,
because I'm thinking.
Okay. So I was gonna say to that it makes a lot of sense. And shout outs to Gamer Nick Incorporated, because I heard him say this earlier on Real Talk podcast. Shout outs to Real Gamer, and he said something along the lines of early in probably like the development stages of the Switch, when Nintendo was still developing the Switch and letting all of the developers and everybody know that they were coming out with the new system. There were probably a lot of developers out there who did not want to give the Nintendo Switch the benefit of the doubt and give it an opportunity. Yeah. So they opted out of a development kit, and therefore did not, have that ready so that they could make these games for the Nintendo Switch and have it out in ample time. Of course, except for, the exception of a few like Ubisoft and Bethesda and the like. But probably what's happening now is that, people are starting to see that the Nintendo Switch is catching on with people. Nintendo Switch is getting the desired install base, is getting the desired amount of sales at a good pace that attracts developers to develop games for a platform. So even though I particularly don't trust Reggie, because Reggie is a snake oil salesman in my opinion, but just thinking about it logically, aside from my dislike for Reggie, it makes sense. One thing that I could also say for sure is that one thing that we definitely know about the Nintendo Switch that was unveiled slightly after the Switch was released was that the Nintendo Switch architecture is much closer to that of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So if there's games being developed for those consoles, it wouldn't be as much of a problem to get a Nintendo Switch version working. So I really do hope that over time, especially within like the next year, because I feel like it's absolutely necessary by this point, that they really got to start, Nintendo especially really has to make sure, freak Alex, god dang.
Why?
This keyboard, crap, I can barely hear myself talk.
It's not bad.
It really is. But I think that really Nintendo has got to make sure that these developers are getting the Switch version out as close as possible to the other versions, because I feel like they're possibly missing out on potential sales because of that. Because if you're a person, for example, who was really excited about Dragon Ball FighterZ, and like you really, really wanted that game, you weren't going to sit around and wait for a Nintendo Switch version. You were going to get it where you could get it. Right. So I I feel like that's pretty much what I have to say about that. So.
She pretty much said what I was thinking, but for the most part, like, yeah, it's a good deal. Like, now that we're gonna see more games coming out on time and with a little bit more surplus, I think that's a good thing. And my thing is like, even if they're not able to get some of these games out, like in between now and the time that they start getting those games out, the easiest thing for them to do is just let people know that they are coming to the Switch, and just let them know we don't have a release date for them at this time, but they will be coming in the future. Like, instead of this whole mystery behind will they or won't they have the game and all this other stuff. Like, in between now and when they start getting their games coming out more frequently, just be like, hey, it's coming on all platforms, like, plus the Switch, but the Switch version ain't coming till later. Just be like, we're getting the Switch is coming, it's just not coming at this time, or it's not coming out at the same time, or what have you. Just give us some heads up. Like, stop playing the wait and see game. Stop making people guess and have to do, some freaking detective work and shit. We got Connors out here.
We got Connors out here.
We got the Connors out here. Only me and Nia know that one. But we just got people out here having to search for information and unravel things, and it's just a whole bunch of flair for no reason. Just be like, hey, it's coming out on all platforms, including Switch. The Switch version
coming later, TBA, right?
Simple.
Right.
And I think that's really, and I think that's one thing that Nintendo especially needs to iron out, because Nintendo is like, they're the company, secretive. They're secretive, and then they are the company out of the big three that treats everything like it's a treat. Like, they're like that person who's like, ooh, you're gonna love this, but I can't tell you.
And it's like, and the fans are just like, ooh, we don't like it. Can you freaking tell us?
Exactly. And that's like the thing, because we were talking about during for example, we were talking about this during E3 Wonder conferences, and we were like, this is probably coming to Switch, but they can't say that it's coming to the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know Nintendo's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be the one to announce it. Nintendo's gotta stop that. They want to be the one to announce it.
Cause like it's kind of like, it's like people making an announce, like with the Dragon Ball Fighters. I almost certainly felt like it was like almost a given it was coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they were doing a lot of that humming and hawing.
Yeah,
we'll see and all that crap, and I'm just like, it's coming to the Switch. It's a game that's made for the Switch. It'll work on the Switch. There's no special graphical infidelities or anything that won't make it come over, so it's coming. Whatever.
I get why they do it, because a lot of their audience tunes into the directs. And that's how they get their information.
My
for
thing
what's coming
with it is like,
I
just reiterate it at the directs, but
like,
don't
I
just
see why they do it. It's just, my thing is like, okay, when Dragon Ball Fighters was first announced, they could have said it's coming to all platforms, Switch version to be announced, and then Nintendo could have still did like a direct or whatever, however they want to do, like, just assuming it
like
was
a reminder.
They could still do a reminder direct, be like, hey, so and so still coming. Here's some features that the Switch version has, or things like that. Like, you could still talk up that version of your game, of the game you're getting, even if it is coming later. Let people remind people that it's coming and stuff, because people who want it on the go are going to get it on the go, and the people who want it stationary are going to get it on the other systems if they just want to keep it stationary. Like, give people options.
Yeah,
and
and I feel like exactly. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't cut me off. Go ahead.
But just to kind of like piggyback off of what you're saying, like the situation with Dragon Ball Fighters. How many people bought Dragon Ball Fighters on another console because they didn't know it was coming to the Switch?
They weren't sure. Yeah.
Now, even like, I feel like there's a problem that the Switch versions don't usually come date and date. But if you at least have a heads up that it is coming to the Switch, you might be willing to wait.
Yeah, there are some people who will wait. Like, let's put it like this.
Like,
here's a situation I actually had.
Dark Souls, sorry.
Yeah.
Here's the situation I actually had, like with Tomb Raider, when it came out on Xbox first, and then it was, and we all knew it was coming for PlayStation, but I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. Had I had a PlayStation, I would have waited. So it's like the fact that I knew about it, I could have just waited for the PlayStation version, but because I didn't have a PlayStation, I didn't get it. But in other people's cases, if they knew about a Switch version of any particular third party or whatever frick game that's coming out there, most people who want it on the Switch can and will wait. But you need to let them know it's coming. If they don't know it's coming, or people are hemming and hawing, or we're not sure, and developers are giving that whole we'll think about it, or we're talking about, like with Overwatch. Watch that shit suddenly pop up on Switch.
Yeah,
but people are already playing Fortnite and Paladins, and they're not. So it's like whatever. It might possibly pop up on Switch. I don't think they are, but if it does, they're stupid because they waited until after another game more popular than them came up on the Switch, and now people are like, well, fuck Overwatch. I'm gonna play some Fortnite and Paladins. I don't give a damn about that shit.
Okay, well, let's move on. So Panic Button is one of the best developers working on the Switch. They're basically our port team. They've ported several games already. They ported Doom. They're currently porting Wolfenstein 2, which is coming out the end of this month. They also did Rocket League. They're actually going to announce another big game for the Switch, and they're going to announce it next month. And they've also started developing original properties. So this is pretty interesting. It says here, Panic Button, the developer behind port of Doom on Switch, is ready to announce a next Switch project next month. They were speaking with Variety magazine, and basically this could have been shown at E3, but it's going to be its own special announcement, which is pretty cool. Sometime next month. This is exactly what Reggie was talking about, how they're going to have content over the next few weeks and months. They're going to spread it out so to keep people interested over the rest of the year, basically. So this is definitely some sort of strategy Nintendo's trying. They've done a great job with Switch games. Like Rocket League runs really well on the Switch. Doom, for what it is in portable mode, Doom is great. Dock mode is whatever, but the portable mode is fine. And Wolfenstein we'll see in a couple days here. So these guys are excellent. They're probably one of the most well-versed teams on the Switch because they've made the most games for the Switch at this point.
That's true.
So this is pretty exciting. I'm curious what their game will be. It's supposed to be a big game, a big third-party game. I'm still crossing fingers for Grand Theft Auto 5, but we'll see.
I don't know, man.
It might end up being Wolfenstein 2 Youngblood.
Yeah.
It might be that. That would make
Eternal.
sense since they're doing New Colossus. That would be an easier transition, but I would love for it to be Grand Theft Auto.
I would like a Grand Theft Auto 2. Could be Doom Eternal as well.
Man. I almost feel like it's gonna be another Bethesda game.
Ooh, Rage 2, maybe?
Mohammed says Skyrim again.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. Rage 2.
Maybe it's Fallout 4 if it's Bethesda.
It could be.
It could be.
Rage 2 could work too. That would be great since it's a new game.
Rage
But I
2.
think that might be a little less likely.
I think it might be Fallout. I think anything is probably
4.
Bethesda.
Anything
is probably definitely Bethesda because
Bethesda
is working the most.
Yeah.
Well, it's not definite, but but Bethesda has been using Panic Button as their go-to. I think that's just kind of what I'm trying to say. I would love for it to be Rage 2.
That would be cool.
Because Rage 2 looks freaking.
I think Rage 2 would work for a portable type of
maybe
shooter.
not. But neither does really like Wolfenstein, and neither does really like most of these other games. But
they're there.
Yeah, they're there. Like Doom is fun in handheld mode. I'm sure Wolfenstein. Yeah. I don't think Wolfenstein will be as fun in handheld mode because it's not as pick up as play as Doom is.
Yeah,
but because it's a very more story driven game than Doom.
Gotcha.
But it's still gonna be fun. So we'll see. We'll find out next month. I guess Reggie is keeping to his word here, so that's pretty cool.
Well, that's good. At least he's keeping his word for now.
Yeah. So,
for now. But that's kind of to be expected because it's pretty much been the trend with Nintendo, anyways. I mean, since they started Nintendo Directs, rather, it's just been the trend to kind of just trickle information here and there.
Yeah, it seems to be working for them.
Nier Automata on the Switch. Since it's not
so this came out today. Kind of annoying to me personally because I love this game so much. But Nier Automata dev talks about Switch may have interest in a port. We're still doing this will I, won't I nonsense.
That's the thing, yeah.
This is the most annoying thing about being a Switch owner is the not knowing. And I would rather have definite answers. Like, just don't say maybe, we're thinking about it, I don't know, humming and hawing.
Straight up no.
Let's be real here. This game got recently announced for the Xbox One. And while I personally think that's a win for Xbox, we all know it's not going to sell there. It would sell gangbusters more on the Switch.
On Switch,
A lot of Switch people love Japanese games.
Exactly, and this game on the go would be awesome, much like Bayonetta 2 on the go is awesome. So
well, they better do it before Bayonetta comes, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, like it'd be a nice in-between between Bayonetta 2 and then Bayonetta 3 as well. So basically he was interviewed by somebody and he was asked, is the Switch getting a version? He said, well, it's not up to me to decide because Platinum Games do take painstaking time to develop for each console. Tell that to Bayonetta on the PS3. I don't think it's a good idea to ask me about something as big as this. I want a Switch version, the interviewer says. Give it to me. That's an interesting way to interview somebody. He says, I'd love to do that for you, but it's about what we want. Tauraka-kun's Twitter account is shown on the screen here, and if everyone asks him for it, it may be a possibility. So he's doing the whole beg for the game and we'll give it to you nonsense that we were saying from Bandai Namco. That time is over. I'm sorry, but
I'm not begging for ports or anything. Like if either you bring it over or get your money, or you don't
either
want
bring
money.
it or don't. If you bring it to Xbox, there's no reason you shouldn't bring it over to the Switch.
Yeah.
It would at least sell 2 to 1. Compared to Xbox, I would imagine more like 5 to 1, but
it's your flagship game that saved your freaking late.
Yeah, you
bring
this
that
game
shit
saved
over.
Platinum Games after the Scalebound incident, so you would think they would want this game on as many platforms
on everything,
as possible.
Yeah, get that extra money.
Yeah, so
isn't this like the first Platinum game that has really like made?
This is the first Platinum game that's sold
like
over
that.
1 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After Bayonetta, I mean,
yeah,
which is crazy. Their games don't tend to sell well, but they make amazing games. But basically, hopefully this comes to the Switch. I've bought this game twice so far. I have it on PS4. I have it on PC. It's amazing. It's a masterpiece game.
Is it finally working on PC yet?
Yeah, it works. It was just it has trouble with AMD cards.
Okay, because that's why I was apprehensive. Yeah,
but it's awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Let's move on. The Nintendo Switch now has over 700 games. My God.
That's not. There's no games.
There's no games, according to some of our friends here. There's no games, but 700 games on the Nintendo Switch within 16, 18 months, whatever it's been. That is pretty dang incredible. It says, since its launch in March of last year, the Switch has seen a whole host of games arrive in all shapes and sizes, or at least one major first party per month for the majority of the time. Not this year, but okay. Several incredibly popular.
It has kind of been, but they've been ported.
I guess you can count. Yeah, that counts. I will say that counts. Several incredibly popular third-party franchises and a lot of indie games. There's definitely a lot of indie games, quality indie games. But yeah, 700 games in total in 16 months. That is nothing to sneeze at. I guarantee you it took the Wii U at least 2 to 3 times longer than that to get 700.
Yeah. A lot of people like crap on the fact that like a lot of the Nintendo Switch games are indie games, but like you said, Alex, a lot of them are quality games.
Yeah, the good ones. There's a lot of shit ones stuff too, of course, but for
there's
the most part,
good
they're getting all the good
ones
ones
too.
And recently, Dust was announced, and Elysian Tale. That game's awesome. Freedom Planet was just announced. That game is also awesome.
Dust and Elysian Tale is really good. Yeah.
Dust and Elysian Tale is awesome. Playing that on the go will be super fun.
Yeah, I played that on the 360.
Yeah, I got it on. Where the hell did I play that?
It's on PlayStation 4 too.
I think I played that on PC. I can't remember. But yeah, that game is cool. So yeah, Switch is getting a lot of games, and then you mix that with what Reggie was saying about the ports, and I think Switch future for third parties / indies is very bright.
Yeah,
it's looking good.
That's good. I can't wait until meaty games come though. I hate to be that.
Indie games are fine as fillers, but you do need the larger third-party games, and that hopefully is going to start coming at the end of this year, early next year.
Yeah,
is what we're hoping.
Because like the first year, we had things like Doom and Mario Odyssey. I know those are first party games, but like I want an experience like that again, whether it's first party or third party. So I can't wait until those start rolling in, and I know that they will. So
they will.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, a lot of games in really not that much time is very healthy for the console. We see a lot of these games selling extraordinarily well. Sometimes
indies are like
indies are selling better on the Switch than the other platforms.
The
and it's not even that they're selling better. It's like it's exponentially better.
It's
like
very
32 to 1 in some cases. It's so, like, ridiculous.
Switch gamers are out here spending money, definitely.
For sure.
Hey, so as a side note, the article itself even mentions, so if anyone out there is still thinking that the Switch has no games, it's pretty tough to argue with a statistic.
You can't argue with 700 games. Like, come on.
It literally says it. Like...
if you want to be real with yourself. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on.
Send all your hate to Active Sin.
Hey, I didn't say nothing. So now we're going to move on to Nintendo's E3 show. We have a recap of Nintendo's E3 conference today. Overall, we'll give our grades, what we thought and whatnot, and then after that we'll do questions and we'll get out of here because I know it is very late for all you guys. So we're going to have a little more condensed show today. So the show started off extremely crazy with a brand new IP, Daemon X Machina, with hardcore metal music, robots shooting, sword fighting, giant monsters, and cel-shaded graphics. This game was made for me. This is
what a way to start a show.
This is one hell of a way to start a show with a screaming rock music and blasting with mech warriors. My god, amazing. And as far as I can tell, this is actually an exclusive title, and from what I understand, it's either published by Nintendo or Nintendo's just secured it as an exclusive.
Actually, I think it is published by Nintendo.
Yeah, I think it's published by them, so that's really cool. This game looks great. They showed it off at the Treehouse the day after, and I was watching it, and my god, that game looks like a lot of fun.
I love that there's actual like people in the suit.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
didn't
all think about
robot
that.
content, but you can come out of the robot and move around. Very Xenoblade Chronicles X style.
Yes, I love that so much.
This game is basically everything I want in a video game is in this game. So I'm super excited about this game. Yeah. Nothing at Nintendo's show, I'm going to be honest with you, nothing else after this impressed me as much as this game did. But that's just
It looks pretty good.
What did you guys think of this game?
It looks good. Like, I know that we sound like a bunch of noobs and dorks because we're comparing this game to Xenoblade Chronicles X, but like, that's all I could think about. I was like, oh my god.
But y'all know, they know us by now.
Because like,
it looks really, so fun. It does.
Because I was never, to be honest, I was never really that big into like mechs and like giant robots and stuff until I played Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I was just like, this is the best thing ever. So yes, I am definitely interested in Daemon X Machina. I do want to see some more gameplay though, because I know that I saw the gameplay that they showed at the Nintendo Treehouse, and the gameplay that they showed, or at least that build, it seemed like it was very early. Because it was kind of like basic, like, you know,
it was real basic.
Yeah, the core mechanics are there. You can tell like, the core of the game is excellent. Right. It's just that obviously the polish needs to be there. They just said 2019. We don't know what part of 2019.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be looking out for this game because I'm pretty sure, you know, if Nintendo's willing to put their name on this, it's gonna get better.
Yeah,
definitely. Nintendo has their exclusivity on it. They're publishing it. They're not gonna let it be bad.
Yeah. And then the people who are making this game, the people at Marvelous, they come from the people who made Armored Core.
Oh yeah.
And I think some other mech games that they made like back in like the GameCube days as well, if I'm not mistaken.
They know their mechs.
So they know their mechs. Like, these people know their mechs. So I feel confident that they're going to knock this out of the park. So.
I thought this was a Platinum Games game. That's how good it looked.
Yeah, it does kind of have, like, that Platinum Games.
It does,
feel to it. Yeah.
Kuuppon, what are your thoughts? Daemon X Machina.
Well, I mean, if this is how I'm going to get my Xenoblade Chronicles X fix, you damn right I'm on this freaking train. Let's woohoo! It looks so good.
And I think that... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought I heard something in the Treehouse that said something that you'll be able to play this with people. I don't know if it's local only or if you can play it online. Now, see, that's even better.
I hope it's online. Like, did they say it was online? I didn't hear anything.
But I thought I heard that because I was watching the Treehouse and I thought I heard them say that.
Sure
don't quote me. Don't quote me.
Well, I'll do some more research on that, but
Yeah.
from what I did see at the treehouse, it was looking good. You can your mech will get, you know, damaged and stuff, and you can go and pick up parts from other mechs that you destroy and
I
things
saw
like
that.
Like they really put a lot of information into it, a lot of different things you can do. You don't have to just be in the sky, you can be in the ground.
Yeah,
You know, there's all sorts of different things you can do. Obviously your person can come out of the thing. Like there's a lot going on there, and I'm thinking that they'll have a lot more polish to it and a lot more for you to do, and being that Nintendo's names on it. Like, yeah, I'm definitely looking out for this. So I am so ecstatic and ready to go because, like Nia said, I wasn't normally into mechs. Like, I was a big Gundam fan back in the day, but like I kind of dwindled off because Gundam sucks now. But except for, well, it sucks now except for the recent blooded whatever orphans or whatever. You have to look that one up. But I recently got back into mechs because of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I've been wanting like some kind of online, you know, mech style game. And if it's gonna be my fix, then I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on this.
It's basically like if you want like Monster Hunter, but with mechs. It's just mechs fighting these big, ginormous bosses. That sounds amazing with people. Like, I mean, I'm probably gonna get it anyway, even if it's just single player. But if I could play this with y'all, like how we did with Xenoblade,
we are gonna be gone for a few months.
That is a cop.
Y'all won't see us for a few months. They're like, where they at? Damon X Machina.
All right, so Damon X Machina made a very good first impression. Let's move on to the next part of the show. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC coming out in September. Apparently, this is standalone DLC, and it is a prequel to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I believe. Nintendo did show in the treehouse that Shulk and Fiona are in this DLC, so that is pretty cool. And apparently the storyline is whatever story they reference in Xenoblade 2 from the past. That's what this game is about.
Yeah. At first I was a little like, Xenoblade 2, but now that I know it's a standalone story and it's featuring these two characters right here, okay. I'm down with it.
Yeah, I think adding Shulk is a good idea. It will get more people interested.
And I like these two characters too. These guys that are in the screen right now, the screenshot, those guys are cool. So I'm cool with it as long as it ain't no nonsense. Yeah. This looks actually more interesting to me than the full game.
Yeah.
It might have that Uncharted Lost Legacy situation where I find Lost Legacy is infinitely better than Uncharted 4.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
Whatever, Fiona, I didn't play the game, I don't care. But that's coming out in September, so look forward to that. Then we saw some more Pokemon Let's Go. Reggie showed us the Pokeball, which is awesome, and it looks so cool. It looks tiny in his giant hands. But I can't wait to get my hands on that Pokeball.
I already got mine pre-order.
Oh yes, the pre-orders are up on Amazon right now, so make sure to get yours if you're interested in that. Apparently, the Pokeball Plus will also include Mew, so you can get Mew inside the Pokeball. I don't know if you can get Mew without the Pokeball. They made it seem like you need to buy this to get Mew.
Yeah, from what I was listening.
It says Nintendo's giving away a free Mew with every Pokeball Plus controller purchase, so it comes with.
But the way Reggie said it in the direct, he said it comes exclusively with Mew.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what he said in the direct.
Any other way but through the Pokeball.
Yeah,
so
I think
it makes it seem like you have to buy him.
Well, we know it comes with the Pokeball. We're talking about
I'm talking about the people who aren't buying the Pokeball.
Yeah,
no, I don't think that you would be able to use Mew if you don't have the Pokeball.
I think you'll have to trade to get him.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of like if you're not interested in getting the Pokeball, that sucks. If you like Mew, but I think if you like Mew and you're into Pokemon, you'd probably want this Pokeball anyways. So who knows? Hopefully, Nintendo makes Mew available to everyone else because that's pretty unfortunate for people who can't buy the game and the Pokeball. And then we got our second brand new announcement. Another first-party exclusive game, Super Mario Party, is back, y'all. The car's gone, so that's a huge plus.
Thank God.
And we finally saw what Nintendo was doing with that patent, where they can connect multiple Switches together and connect the screens. They showed it off with Super Mario Party. That is very cool to me. I like that technology. It's very interesting. And as someone who owns 2 Switches, I'm going to make full use of this.
Now, I wonder how that works. Like, how does that... I don't...
It's sorcery.
That's what I know. It's not like sorcery. Like, how does it even work together? Like, I saw how they put it together in the trailer.
It's just witchcraft.
And, like, it's crazy.
Like these guys just really work magic. The game looks fun. The mini games look excellent. It looks like a far cry from the last Mario Party we got, which was very mediocre. This game's actually coming out this year too, so I don't know how they kept this under wraps all this long. Coming out in October 5th. This looks like a very, very competent Mario Party game.
I'm just glad that we're no longer in the cars.
Yeah. The lack of cars was a huge win, because that's a dumb idea.
That's when I stopped buying Mario Party.
Yeah, and we recently found out during the Treehouse that this game does have online. It's not local only.
It does.
There is a catch though. It's not the full experience. You play 5 mini games. You can play with your friends or randoms. So you get 5 matches and you play those through. You don't get the board game section. I feel that might be a mistake, but I understand the reasoning behind it. Mario Party is not a short experience online to play. So having it limited to only 5 rounds and then it's over, I think makes sense for online, because then you don't have to worry with people dropping out of the game mid-match and everyone else having their experience ruined.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's probably the mentality, because if you've played Mario Party, you know it takes a long time to actually finish a match.
Those matches
Sometimes they take hours.
Yeah.
So that's probably the reasoning. Would it be better if they had both options? Of course it would be.
Yeah.
But
like, I hope
at the same time, at least we have some sort of online.
Yeah.
I hope that they find a way to add some kind of mode to where you could have like the board game experience, but you have like limited turns. Because you know, like in Mario Party, you can choose how many turns you want. Like if you want to take 15 turns, 20 turns. Like if you could like limit the turns to maybe like 3 to 5 or something like that for online play. Like I think that would be a happy medium. Hopefully they consider this in maybe some DLC modes or something like that. That would be pretty dope. I mean, I'm upset. Well, I'm not going to say I'm upset. I'm disappointed that we don't get the whole full experience, but I'll take what I can get. I mean, this is a step in the right direction, even though I feel like they could have done more. I feel like they could have found a way to figure it out. But the fact that this is in there at the very least means that they're at least considering Mario Party online. Too. Right, like they're at least considering Mario Party online, so
which is great.
You know,
and I was watching the Treehouse. The mini games actually look really fun this time.
Yeah, they do. They do. Mario Party is so lit, bro. I promise. I love Mario Party.
It's just the mini game, not the board game. But,
that's what I was saying earlier. Just the mini game.
Yeah, I was just telling what's his name. But like with that being said, I do hope and maybe they can implement some kind of miniature form of the board.
Exactly.
Like miniaturize it with the mini games, and then that way you play partial board, partial mini, and whatnot. Like
exactly,
or something of that nature. That would be a good compromise.
Something they can add in later.
Yeah, but for what they have for right now, like at first I was kind of like, fuck it, I don't want it, but now thinking about
when I had a chance to really think about it,
I thought about it. I was like, okay, this makes sense. You don't want people dropping out in the middle of a long match like that.
Annoying.
And then another option I thought would be interesting is if they did do, they could do how Mario Kart 8 does when someone drops out. They just put an AI in your place.
They could do that too.
Maybe somehow they could implement that, but like I said, what they're doing now is good for what we, take what you can get for now. So we do have an online, we do have a way to play with friends or randoms, and it's a mini game, and the games are fun from what they showed. So that's a plus. And then later on, I guess they could add, implement more things, and maybe a miniature board, maybe the AI, assist or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah.
So what happens? But for now, at least they have it, and I'm interested. So.
For sure, definitely, I agree, totally.
Okay, so then we had, I think, what Nia's favorite part of the show here, Fire Emblem was finally shown. Its tentative name is Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is an awful name, but that's
it is, but I don't
finally been shown for the Switch, and I'm gonna let Nia take it away because I don't give two shits about Fire Emblem, but she loves this series. So why don't you go ahead?
Yes. So Fire Emblem Three Houses was finally unveiled, and we already knew that we're gonna be getting a Fire Emblem because obviously after what was it like? It was like the January event where they showed off the Switch, and then they had it was either February or March or April or something like that. But they had a specific Fire Emblem Direct that was about Fire Emblem Heroes, and during the Fire Emblem Heroes Direct, they announced that they were also working on a mainline Fire Emblem game that was coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. Unfortunately, this game is not coming out until spring of 2019. But you know what? I don't care. It looks absolutely
coming. It's whatever.
Yeah, it was officially delayed till spring 2019.
Officially delayed until spring 2019. But you know what? If Intelligent Systems needs that time to make this game as polished and as great as possible, I'm cool with it. I love everything that I see in this game. One thing that I really noticed in this game was, for one, there wasn't a focus on waifus. Yes. So yes, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, I'm excited.
How is that a plus? That's a downside.
That was one of the things that I noticed right off the bat. No waifu.
No waifu, no want to.
Whatever, you ain't getting it anyway.
Oh my god! Another thing that I noticed too about Fire Emblem Three Houses is the way that they fashion your squadron on the grid. It looks more like, okay, we are in the heat of battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks more. It kind of reminds me, like, you know, like the board game Battleship. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's so. Oh,
she's speaking out.
I love it. And then also from the trailer, it looks like there's going to be some areas in the game. I think they took a page out of Fire Emblem Echoes' book, because remember they redid one of the Fire Emblems that was Japan only, and they called it, what was it, Fire Emblem Echoes something Valentia. I don't know. I didn't get it on the 3DS, but that was one of the things that you could do in the 3DS is you could run freely. Around the world. So it looks like they added a little bit of that in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and it just looks so good.
Yeah, the game is very beautiful. The art style they showed is nice.
I love the Fire Emblem art style. I absolutely love the way that Fire Emblem fashions the characters in 3D. Like, it's like an anime style, but it's like 3D at the same time. It's so beautiful. I love it. Like, remember the Super Smash Brothers trailer from Wii U when they announced Lucina and all of that? You know, like the one where they were fighting Captain Falcon. Kind of, now it looks like now it actually looks like that. Like, I was so excited to see that. Spring 2019 cannot
too long. But hey,
I'm a little salty about that date, but I know that this is the first time that Intelligent Systems has made an HD game. An HD Fire Emblem game, so you know I got to give them a little bit of leeway, but this was the game that excited me. Now this was my game of the whole show. So, yeah, I'm done talking about it now because I could talk about this forever.
I just have a little bit. Yeah, so I've never played a Fire Emblem. Chat, I know. But I've always been interested. It's always been on 3DS. And while I had a 3DS, I did not feel like playing it on there. I just didn't. So with that being said, I've been waiting for this game in particular, and I was hoping there's one thing that was going to keep me away from this game at all costs, and it was waifus. Seeing that they don't have a focus on waifus, even though they still, you know,
they still got waifus. They still got them, but they're not the focus.
It's not, oh, look at this new beautiful chick is here.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: if I ain't,
I don't care what you gotta say.
And you know what else I noticed about Fire Emblem 2? They're going back to like the more serious tone, high storied type of like plot and like story development and character development.
Yeah. So I was just happy. They weren't focusing on the whole wife husband or whatever stuff. Yeah. The fact that they the fighting style that they have is a mixture of the whole tactical stuff and then the free form and then just watching them battle it all out, and then you can run around and kind of explore the area. Then they had the RPG elements and just they just had a lot in there, and I was just really ecstatic about it, and I just want to know more about the story and more about the game. So I'm excited because this will be my first run-in with Fire Emblems in general, because I missed out on the Waifu Warriors. I refused that garbage. So I'm coming in pure. I am a virgin to Fire Emblem. I admit this. Be kind to me. Be gentle. I'm ready.
I wish that this could have been playable at Nintendo Treehouse.
I wish they had a show.
Oh my
God. They did show it.
Did they show it at the Treehouse?
I saw them playing it.
I'm gonna go check it out. Was it today?
I think it was yesterday.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and check.
It's like 8 hours long. I remember seeing Fire Emblem.
I'm gonna go back and check.
Before we move on to the next game, I just want to give a quick shout out to Starlink, which is now, as far as I'm concerned, a Nintendo Switch exclusive.
Star Fox.
Right? It has Star Fox in the game. There is a R-Wing toy you can buy. You get a Star Fox figure here. And,
is it available yet?
I think it's available on Amazon right now.
Hold up, we got to buy that right now.
This game looks like the Star Fox game Star Fox Zero should have been. And
exactly.
It makes me very sad that we had to turn to some third-party Ubisoft game to get Star Fox. But the game looks cool. I was watching it on the Treehouse. It looked very interesting.
Did you hear what they said? That you could play with the Fox from beginning to finish?
You can play Fox for the entire campaign. The R-Wing has its own weapons. And you can add attachments, as you see on the toys here, so you get different weapons. So if you want to think of it as a Star Fox game, I think you can. And because this Nintendo Switch version has specific Star Fox levels as well.
Yeah.
And apparently Star Wolf will be in some of those missions. So
apparently the squad is supposed to be.
It might be the whole squad. So if I hear Slippy asking for me to save him, I'm going to let him die. Just like I always do.
It's on Amazon, you guys. It's up for pre-order.
I heard that the whole squad was supposed to be in Starlink.
I hope so. At this point, if there's no reason to buy it on any other platform than Switch.
Yes.
Yeah, like at all. Like I'm about to get.
I think
as far as exclusive content goes, I've never seen a game with this much exclusive content.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I think Ubisoft learned from Mario plus Rabbids just how to tug on Nintendo fans' heartstrings. Yeah. Because they did it last year with Mario plus Rabbids.
They could have did the same thing with Xbox. They could have put a Pelican in there, and then you play as Master Chief. They could have done something similar.
Oh my god!
And to be honest, they probably should have done that. But I'm not going to complain with Star Fox, so I'm
because like they did it last year on Mario plus Rabbids. This year they had a little thing to showcase the whole Donkey Kong expansion. They know Nintendo people love their iconic music, so they did that with the Donkey Kong music.
They got all the sounds right. This game has the laser sounds right. It has the barrel roll. It's got everything. And,
it was beautiful.
Just to be clear, because some people were kind of confused with this, you do have to have the toy attachment on the controller while you're playing.
Oh no! Wait, what? I was hoping that we could do that without it.
The toy needs to be connected so it knows you're playing as Star Fox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks. I don't want to do that.
But I don't know. I was watching them play with it. It doesn't seem intrusive because it has its own attachment that goes on top of the controller.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
So it's not too bad. But yeah, that's really cool. So let's move on to the next game, and that's this tiny little indie game no one's ever heard of called Fortnite.
Just like
possibly the worst kept secret of E3, because this game was data mined. We knew it was coming, but we saw Fortnite, and they announced the bombshell that it was launching right after the Direct, which we immediately downloaded and started playing. The game runs pretty good. It's obviously graphically the worst version. It does have lower frame rate, and the draw distance is not amazing, but we still had fun. Me, Nia, Buffstorm. We played with Kuuppon the day after. Who was the fourth person we played with yesterday? Was it Real?
Real, yeah.
Yeah, we played with Real.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
And then we played with Kuuppon and Nia's boyfriend yesterday, and that was also a lot of fun. And I already got my number 1. I beat everybody in the game. I was very excited about that. So, you guys liking Fortnite? You think it's a big win for the Switch to get Fortnite?
Definitely. Because I feel like
2 million downloads.
2 million downloads. I feel like because the Nintendo Switch is really not winning a lot of these first-person shooter games aside from whatever Bethesda's bringing to us.
Yeah.
But like those real like multiplayer, like Doom has multiplayer, but it's not like the game
Nobody
that you really
cares about it though.
Right?
Yeah.
So like since we're missing out on the Call of Duties and the Battlefields and all this and that, I think that Fortnite is one of those kind of games that's holding a lot of Nintendo dudes over who like that type of experience.
Yeah.
And I think
we've
that's
said
okay.
multiple times, the first one to the system, whether it's Paladins or Fortnite or Overwatch or PUBG or whatever, whoever made it there first was gonna
win.
Kill it. Yeah, and they're gonna
because it used to be because it used to be the system that has Call of Duty wins, or the system has to have Call of Duty, or it's a dead system. Those days are over. Like Call of Duty, of course, is still obviously a big game.
Yeah.
But like, there's been so many different shooters that have usurped Call of Duty. Fortnite is one of those games.
Mm-hmm. Fortnite is the hottest game in gaming right now.
Right. Fortnite is on the Switch. People love it. Fortnite is going to be the catalyst more so than any other game that's a shooter in the multiplayer genre.
Yeah.
So I think that it's really a good thing that Fortnite is coming. I think that people are going to be really looking to see if Fortnite is something that keeps people on Nintendo's Switch's attention, because they're going to be seeing, okay, well, if they like multiplayer for Fortnite, then maybe they'll like our game. Obviously, Fortnite has an advantage; it's free.
Yeah.
But that's why I say like the activity and the what am I trying to say? The ability for Epic Games to continue to keep people coming back to the game is gonna be the most telling part, not necessarily the amount of downloads or anything like that.
And I got two side notes when it comes to Fortnite. One, the servers are actually pretty good. We definitely had problems initially when the game came out within the first hour or so, but after that, I've never had a single disconnect. We had very little lag. It's been solid.
Can we shout out Epic Games real quick for getting that straightened out so quickly?
Yeah, that
was the fastest turnaround I've ever had in a day one game.
Like how long did it take us? Like how much complaining did we have with Mario Kart 8 about disconnects and shit? Like that was one of
months. But
Epic sorted that out in an hour.
They sorted it out in an hour. It's crazy. Considering that they have this game on all the platforms basically, because it's also on mobile too. That's crazy.
That's bananas. And second side note is Fortnite starting today has native voice chat on the system, proving
Nintendo
we don't need the app.
Nintendo got some explaining to do.
Nintendo.
Now, how much of this is from Epic and Fortnite flexing their "you want us on your console" is probably a lot. I think they most likely told Nintendo, if you want our game on your console, we're gonna do voice chat. Because we saw with Payday 2, they were very upfront. They went to Nintendo to try to get the voice chat going. Nintendo told them no.
Yeah.
This game, they're allowed to basically do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I saw Dreamcast guy and Spawnwave were testing it out. I saw on Twitter, and it actually sounded pretty clear. Obviously, for us, like, we're going to use Discord regardless, but it's very clear that the Switch can do it natively. No app needed. Just plug your headphone directly into the Switch, and you can talk and hear the game. So all this nonsense about the app and the Switch can't do it, blah, 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 it's all bogus.
It's a bunch of lies.
Yeah.
And Fortnite has officially exposed Nintendo. Nintendo, you've been exposed.
So, just like we already knew.
We don't know the reason behind Nintendo wanting this app. Like, clearly they don't need it because the Switch can do it.
Clearly an investor thing. Yeah. It's something to do with their investors.
Maybe.
Who cares?
I don't know. Maybe it's like, I feel it's just them wanting a very easy way to send us advertising through our phones from the app.
Yeah.
That's what I feel it is. Because it's very clear they don't need it. But yeah, Fortnite, huge win. Awesome that it's on the Switch, and it's already 2 million downloads in one day. Like, people want these kind of games, so that is a huge win for the Switch.
But I even think, even based on Nintendo's own first-party games that have multiplayer, there is a desire and want for multiplayer games on Nintendo.
Absolutely.
You just have to have a specific type of game, I feel like, that captures the heart of people who play on Nintendo. I don't think PUBG would have
caught on as much on Switch as Fortnite.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely
It
not.
doesn't reach the right aesthetic.
Right.
And the game has to work too. But let's go over to the next game. Overcooked 2 is confirmed for the Switch. I think it's a timed exclusive. It's coming out in August 7th. So not that far.
And it has online.
That was a huge bonus. It actually has online this time. A lot of people overlooked Overcooked.
No, they didn't either.
Didn't
not on
have
the
online.
Switch.
It was local only. So I think a lot of people
have you seen the sales of Overcooked?
I know
it
sold well, but I'm just saying. I'm sure there's a lot of people who avoided it.
Who overlooked it because of that.
Yeah, because it was local only.
Yeah.
Not everyone's like you, Nia, who has a boyfriend to play with at home. Okay, guy.
But what I'm saying is, Overcooked has been in the top 15 like week in and week out since it came out.
Yeah.
This game has been doing so well on Nintendo.
Yeah, like there's obviously a reason it's temporarily exclusive to Nintendo Switch because it did sell the best on the Switch out of all the platforms.
Definitely.
And I think that Switch money is the reason why they are able to do online because that's something. Because like when it first came out on the PC, people on PC were like, "Okay, so where's the online?" And they were like, "Well, we're a small team. We could only do so much, yada yada yada." But they put it on the Switch and it exploded. So shout outs to them, man. Freak.
That's cool. It's a good game. Obviously not a system seller game, but like it's a fun game coming to Switch and sort of.
Have you played it, Alex?
I have played it for maybe half an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. It's pretty rage-inducing though.
Yes, definitely. Are you getting this one, Nia?
Yeah.
Because I'm planning on getting it so we can play and rage each other. So we gonna stream this together.
And now it's online, so me and Kuuppon can rage out together. We'll be playing cooking games because we are women. So that's women are supposed to play.
Here's a game made for y'all. Stay in your kitchen, all right? Stay out of our video games. Jesus. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Killer Queen Black console port coming later. I don't even care about this game. We're moving on.
I can't be excited.
All right, Hollow Knight is now on the Switch. This game was a Kickstarter game. It was very cool. Me and Kuuppon both did Kickstarter for this game. It is a Metroidvania style game starring this little bug guy. I have purposely been avoiding playing my PC version to wait for the Switch, so I will be getting it on the Switch. I played maybe an hour or two on PC just to see what the game is like, and it is awesome, people. It is one of the better platformers I've played in a long time. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing it on Switch. And it's available now. It came out the same day as Fortnite, which I feel was a mistake.
I feel so bad. So bad for it.
I really feel that was a mistake. But poor little Hollow Knight. But he's out now finally. So go check that game out, people. It is very cool. Have you heard of this game, Nia? You're interested in this game?
Yeah, I have. But I don't know. It looks like a cute game, but it hasn't really captured my interest much, to be honest. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up one day, like if it's like on a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
it's not really a game I've been following, if I'm being real.
So. That's true. I just remember one day getting pinged by Alex. He was like, "Hey, there's this game on Kickstarter you might like." And I checked it out, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's so cute!" So I donated. Then they gave me Fluff on the PC version. I finally got it, but never played it because I heard it was coming to Switch, and here it is. So I'm gonna get it on the Switch. So. I mean, I have it on PC, but I'm gonna get it on Switch.
Okay.
Indie games and the Switch just go hand in hand.
Yeah, indie games works better,
and it's on the go, and it's just gonna work better. Like
indie games work better on Switch than
even Dead Cells is on the Switch now, and I'm a little mad about that because
Dead Cells is coming to the Switch.
I've been playing
that on the freaking. For a while.
I was playing that for a while. Now it's on the freaking Switch, but I'm gonna get it on the Switch too.
Alright, the Octopath Traveler demo is out, as we kind of briefly talked about earlier. So you can download that now, and your progress will carry over to the main game. Cool. So we all played the first demo. It was awesome. I think that demo alone sold us on the game.
Oh, hell yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
So this game, apparently, I read today, it's going to take 60 to 80 hours to beat this game.
Damn.
So it is a
maybe I need this in my life. Holy crap.
Very meaty game.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
No Filter says that Hollow Knight is #1 shop, so Fortnite hasn't heard it.
Okay.
Let me go check that, actually.
Is there anything else to say about Octopath? Or we're all gonna get it anyway.
No,
right?
I mean, it's good, man.
Yeah, basically, every time they show this game, it's looking better and better.
I love the art style. A lot of people are really underrating the art style because
I think
kind of
it's
like
cool.
the pixels, but I think it looks freaking great.
Beautiful. That's an interesting.
It's easily the
art
most beautiful
style.
pixelated game ever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's like I get tired of pixelated games, but the way they did this is stylized as
Oh,
yeah,
freak! Hollow
3D,
Knight is
2D,
number
is
one
that
on
what
the
they called it? Or
eShop.
2D HD or something like that?
yeah, whatever they call it. Like, oh my god,
They made
that's
some
a
weird
smart
name up
idea.
for it.
Yeah.
That's good.
But let's move on to the
Hollow Knight
sizzle.
is number one.
Oh,
He's
that's
not
good.
mine.
That's good then. Like,
Okay,
I'm
that's
happy.
crazy.
That game should be sold. I still feel it's strange to put it alongside Fortnite, but okay, at least
Hey,
I wasn't
it's-
affected by it, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
let's move on to the sizzle reel. This is where Nintendo kind of gave us a shotgun blast of a bunch of games coming out in the next few months. We had, of course, Mario Tennis Aces, which drops next week. We are definitely going to start doing Mario Tennis Tuesdays tournaments.
It's gonna be
a lot of fun.
That is so Mario
Gosh,
Kart
this
8
is gonna
Monday.
be
So we have Mario Kart 8 Mondays. We're going to have Mario Tennis Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
that's
And,
gonna be so lit, man.
It's going to be a lot of fun. They showed some other games too. They showed Starlink with Star Fox, as we know, and we're all super excited
Amazing.
about. Arena of Valor, which is a MOBA game. We'll see how that goes on console. I don't know. Right now
Yeah,
it's a PC
man.
only game. They showed Minecraft because Minecraft's getting a big update apparently.
Yeah.
How funny is it that Nintendo's the only show that showed Minecraft, not even Microsoft this year? That's funny.
That's crazy, right?
Sushi Striker, they showed that. They announced that it's already out, so that's cool. Pix Arc, whatever that is.
It's Ark Survival.
No, that's a
They
different
have
game.
they have a Minecraft-esque.
Oh, they have a Minecraft knockoff game?
Yes.
Sounds like something those scumbags would do. Just Dance 2019 is also coming out to the Switch. I know you two are excited for that.
I mean, if the music is tight and the routines are tight, like
I just hope
They
Ubisoft
gotta-
doesn't claim your channel. Alright.
I
right?
just won't record. I won't record it on there.
They showed like a half-a-second trailer for Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which is
right?
basically they Yamcha'd this game.
Yeah, they did.
But
Really
Dragon Ball
Yamcha.
Fighter Z is a big win, I feel.
Yeah, that is a
They
win.
showed Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. I'm very happy they didn't go in depth on this because they've already talked about it so many times. Captain Toad was shown. I'm super excited for that. That comes out in July. I think Octopath came out that same day or the next day, right? The
yeah.
Splatoon 2 Octo expansion
Oh yeah, the Octo expansion did come out. Yeah,
came out the
it
next
came
day
out.
or the same day,
It's
something
out.
like that.
Yeah, it's like the next day. It's out though.
That's cool. Crash Bandicoot is coming out next month, I believe. Ninjala,
Oh,
whatever
shoot.
that is. Carcassonne, whatever that is. FIFA 19.
They didn't show us.
I don't think they showed that one, right?
Maybe not.
It says it was in the Scissor. Well, I don't remember that game. FIFA
They
18,
went so
FIFA
fast. 19
were shown, so EA is bringing out one of their big games. That's cool. Ark Survival is finally confirmed for Switch, and they showed it off. I still don't believe that's how it looks on the Switch, but we will see. Wasteland 2, whatever that is. Paladins was shown. Fallout Shelter, Dark Souls Remastered, SNK Heroes.
keep
Monster
forgetting about
Hunter
that game.
I think a lot of people keep forgetting about that game. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Wolfenstein 2, which comes out this month at the end of the month, and The World Ends With You, which is sometime later this year, and Mega Man 11 as well. So it's a lot of games shown within about 2 minutes. Personally, I feel that was a mistake because we did not get to see them. I don't even remember half of these games being shown, to be honest.
I don't either.
I know.
So what do you guys think of this list of games that Nintendo showed that's coming to the Switch in the next few months?
A lot of good stuff in here, man. I just wish that they would have focused on some of these things.
Slowed the reel
think
down just a tad.
Yeah, I think it's a shame that they zipped through them so fast.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Ninjala is because they threw it so fast. I don't know what Carcassonne is because they went through it so fast. Like some of these, like I don't even remember because they went through it so fast. Like
Oh, I remember this Ninjala game. It was that one where they were using the rollers. They looks like the rollers from Splatoon. Let me put the trailer up on the video here. It looked kind of
Ninjala.
okay. I'm just trying to watch it
Oh,
here.
that, yeah.
Apparently it's an exclusive for this year, so temporary exclusive, timed exclusive, whatever you call it.
Ain't nobody
Just
gonna
get
buy
bored
this.
here. It's some sort of ninja game. it has a very Splatoon feel to it.
I think I might remember that actually.
And you use, they look like rollers or batons or whatever, and you just fight each other
Jet
vertically.
Set Radio Splatoon version style.
Yeah, it looks okay.
It's
But yeah, that's supposed to be exclusive for this year, so that's cool. What else? Any other games you guys are excited from this list, or what?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna check out that Splatoon expansion. That actually looks pretty cool. Starlink, obviously, I definitely want to check that out. Let's see, what else did they have? Captain Toad, of course. Love Captain Toad. I don't want Ark Survival on another.
Neither.
I don't want it on another platform. It's already
dumb.
It's already disappointing enough on the PC. Whatever.
Right.
I already have Paladins. Yes,
I'll be
I already
getting
have Paladins
later.
Fallout Shelter, I do have. I don't really
that
care about
too.
Dark Souls, to be honest. Monster Hunter, y'all already know I'm copping.
Wolfenstein
Wolfenstein 2, I might actually consider getting Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch.
Are you crazy?
I'm serious.
Definitely getting World Ends with
Oh my
You.
God.
World Ends with You.
Mario Tennis
I
as
think
well.
I'm definitely checking out World Ends with You.
Yeah, that game.
And
looks
Mario
cool.
Tennis, of course, yes.
Yes.
Do
Oh, and
yourself
I'm
a
also
favor,
gonna get
get
the
Wolfenstein
SNK
on
Hero.
PC.
That's my waifu material.
Well, Daniel has it on PC. I'll get it on the Switch.
Okay. From this list, Mega Man 11, I'll get that on Switch. That Mega Man belongs on Nintendo, so that's fine. Minecraft, don't care. Arena Valor, don't care. Sushi Striker, don't care. Just Dance, don't care. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, maybe. I'm not super into fighters. Captain Toad, that's a definite one. FIFA, guys, I'm totally playing FIFA, y'all.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
FIFA. Paladins, maybe, because I already have it on PC. Fallout Shelter, yeah, it's free, why not? Dark Souls, don't care. SNK Heroines, don't care. Monster Hunter, don't care. World Ends with You, yes. Mario Tennis, of course. And Starlink, yes. So that's a decent amount of games coming out to the Switch this year.
Yeah.
And I just wish they spent a little more time on it, because we're about to get into the last section of the Direct, which was half the show. And that's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason it's called Ultimate is because every single fighter is back.
Everybody, including Nana and Poe.
Everybody.
Exciting.
64-player Smash Brothers. Because you want to know the reasoning why it's 64? Because Smash Brothers started on the N64.
Really?
Yep, and that is why we have 64 characters at launch. And
that's
if
crazy.
If you look closely at this photo, everyone is listed except for our buddy Luigi, because he's actually inside the egg.
The egg.
That's crazy how it turned out to be 64. Like, that's such a coincidental number.
No coincidence.
That was planned. This is Nintendo.
It probably was planned because it's freaking Nintendo. Because they do not stupid, but quorky stuff like that.
Unfortunately, Luigi, they managed to disrespect Luigi even in this photo.
They
disrespected Luigi and
Waluigi. Waluigi's still a trophy.
Yeah,
and Luigi can't even be. And Luigi just can't be in the freaking picture. He gotta be in an egg.
Made it into the game.
But she ain't on the
But not Waluigi.
Oh, no, yes, she is. She over there.
She's a clone.
Never mind, she over there. She a clone.
But
She's a clone.
let's get the good stuff out of the way, of course. Everybody's back, including Snake, as you can see here. They added Daisy, Ryu's back, Bayonetta's back, the Ice Climbers are back. That's a huge win. We got a huge deep dive into the game. The mechanics of this game are completely redone. A lot of fighters have new finishers. They are much faster finishers, so you can get right back to the fight. They changed my buddy Donkey Kong. They changed his terrible finisher, which is why I never used Donkey Kong in Smash. Where he had that dumb bongo move. I hated that thing. Now he just has a Fury Strike where he just beats the crap out of someone and launches them.
Oh, shoot.
They brought back Starwolf. They don't have the Landmaster anymore, which is great because that move
I love that. I hated that special.
That was the most annoying special in the game. So now they just have a bunch of R-Wings that come and shoot you and they go away. So it's super fast.
I love that.
I love it.
Yes. It's so much better.
They added Ridley, which was super exciting because
he's too big.
He's too big.
He's no longer too big.
They made Bowser bigger so that Ridley didn't
they
look
made
so stupid.
Bowser's final smash larger so Ridley wouldn't look so big, which is hilarious.
So funny.
They got Ike back. He has both his costumes, so I know Nia's happy.
Yes.
They bought my Pokemon trainer back, and now you can actually stay with one Pokemon if you want, which is great because I just like to use Charizard and Squirtle. I don't care about stupid Ivysaur.
One thing that I don't like about how they changed Pokemon Trainer, though, is Pokemon Trainer is no longer on the sidelines giving directions to the Pokemon. Like, I didn't like that. I kind of liked, Pokemon Trainer on the side saying, like, hey, do this or go here. I like that.
I guess. That's a little different, yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Zelda got a costume change. Now she
I love it.
She looks so pretty.
Which one is she from again? Link
Between Worlds.
Yeah. They specifically didn't do Breath of the Wild Zelda because Breath of the Wild Zelda is not a fighter. She's a researcher.
Yeah.
So she didn't make sense in this fighting game with hundreds of characters that she doesn't fight. So she just reads books and does nerd things. So they got a different Zelda in here. But Link is Breath of the Wild Link, and he has a new final smash, which is what I predicted was the ancient arrow that turned out to be true.
Something I wanted to throw out there real quick about Sheik. She actually has the Breath of the Wild version of the Sheik outfit.
Yes!
Oh, really?
I noticed that too.
She does.
Yes.
I see that. That's cool.
Pointed that out.
There's a lot of little extra tiny things that they've added that you wouldn't even notice unless they told you. Like even Kirby, one of his rock forms is the Breath of the Wild treasure chest.
Yes, I saw that
That's
too.
really cool. Pikachu has a girl version with a heart tail.
Yes. Yes, and
Pikachu
Libre too.
Yeah, Pikachu Libre's made it in. I'm super happy about that. Shulk, they added a quality of life to him, so now you don't have to rapidly press the same button to change his art. You can just bring it up on a screen and then pick whatever letter you want. So that was really cool. There's a lot of quality of life things changed. The game's definitely faster than the last Smash Brothers, and they added cool things like when you're playing one-on-one, you actually do more damage now. So the fluidity of this game and the speed of the game is going to be a lot quicker this time around. I think it's going to be...
And
it's going to favor people who attack more than defend, which is awesome because I hate those people that roll around, those damn try-hard losers.
Yeah, because then they said that it was going to be like a limit or dash.
Yeah, the more you shield, the more you shield roll, the less effective your shield is, and the less amount of time you have invulnerability. So all these tryhard guys, they're gonna have to change up their strategy, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, like they seem like they made it a little bit more technical.
Yeah,
they definitely souped it up for the Smash.
Tryhards.
Well, not the tryhards, but more for the pro crowd. Like,
this is definitely more esport
the ultimate game for the esports crowd because they weren't able to do much with the.
It's cool.
So.
Like I was watching the
cool.
tournament. It was very very cool. I had a lot of fun watching that. And normally I don't really care about watching people play Smash Brothers, but that tournament, watching high level people play, was excellent.
I love watching the Smash tournaments.
Yeah, it was fun. I like the new mechanic of the perfect shield where you release the shield right when somebody attacks you. That's cool. Now you can actually air dodge in a different direction if you feel like. So they added a lot of stuff. The game is gorgeous. It looks a lot better than Smash Wii U.
Beautiful game.
Each character has way more expressions than they used to. So they added a lot of stuff to this. And on top of that, all the characters, like, this is a really jam-packed content game.
This is a ginormous game.
That being said, they showed way too much.
Yes, they showed way too much Smash Brothers. Too much Smash Brothers.
Too much Smash Brothers.
One thing that they didn't answer, though, is what that adventure is going to be looking like.
Yeah, how do you show us things like why we decided to keep Wii trainers face different, but you won't tell us if there's a subspace emissary? Like,
you know why?
That's wild.
Because they're going to have another
Smash Direct,
before the game comes out.
I'm hoping it does have it, because if it's called Smash Brothers Ultimate, I want all the things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, like, my thing is, I like Smash Brothers, but, like, they showed so much Smash Brothers, I didn't care about Smash Brothers when they showed it at the Treehouse. So I had to kind of like take a break. And then I went back and I went to go see, okay, what changes did they actually make to Smash Brothers? Who did they change? Blah, blah, blah. Just getting more information about it. And then I also watched the Invitational later. When I had all of that Smash out of my brain because I felt so overwhelmed by Smash. And I'm very pleased with what I see. The game is definitely a step up from the Wii version. It's so pretty. Like, I mean, even the Wii U version, in my opinion,
Still
was
look
very
good. Yeah.
But this game is even more detailed. It's just pretty.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see what it actually looks like.
Like
you
it's
know,
obviously
comes
using
out.
the same engine and some of the same assets, but the game itself has been basically completely reworked. And then they announced that stupid GameCube controller, and then that's
that's
whatever.
Yeah.
So that option is there for y'all who refuse to move forward with your life.
Dark Star.
Bomberman was added as an assist trophy. That made me so sad. That he is that confirmed he's not going to be a playable character. Waluigi, oh my god, Waluigi
remains
is an assist trophy.
He remains an assist trophy. He's always
the darkest point of my life. Daisy was announced for Smash Brothers.
Wonderful,
but not Waluigi.
But not Waluigi, and somehow Ridley made it in, but not Waluigi.
How sad.
They're calling the clone characters "quote unquote" Echo characters because Nintendo's pretentious.
Yes, they are.
They are clones. They're nothing more. Daisy is just an orange peach. But the game, it absolutely looks fantastic. This is definitely a day one. I've already pre-ordered. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
The game's going to be fantastic. I just wish that they hadn't only shown Smash for half the show, because we know they have a lot of other games that they can show, but they purposely chose to make this a Smash E3.
And I think I would have felt a little bit better about the Direct if they would have at least pulled a one more thing type of thing.
The one more thing was freaking Ridley. That's crazy.
No,
I think they're gonna add more. I think they might add more. Like, it might not be that many, obviously, because it's coming.
Add more what?
I think they might add more like characters, maybe.
No. I don't care about characters in Smash. There's already a lot.
You're talking about like the one more thing.
I'm talking about a whole new game. Yeah, there's one more thing, and
like
then you see like Bayonetta come out and he's kicking butt in Bayonetta 3, but it's like a snippet, you know? Like I wish they would have done something like that.
Yeah, like let's get.
They have plenty of opportunities to do that, and they do.
Yeah, they do.
They had a lot of opportunity, but they chose not to. Let's get the downsides out of the way. There was no Yoshi. There was no Metroid.
Yeah.
There was no Bayonetta. There was there was no Pikmin. There was no Animal Crossing. There was no Retro Studios game. Those things are, of course, in the works.
Still in the air.
A lot of them we've seen before. Nintendo didn't show them this time.
And we didn't mention this, but Yoshi got stealth delayed.
Yeah, Yoshi was stealth delayed to 2019. Nintendo still officially has made no announcement of this. It's just on their website listed as 2019, so they just completely want to make sure this is ignored. But Yoshi's 2019, Fire Emblem's 2019, Bayonetta 3 maybe 2019. Metroid possibly 2019. I'm pushing probably 2020 for that game.
I feel like it's gonna be like late in 2019 at the very earliest.
Right.
The very earliest.
And then of course we got Pokemon 2019 also.
Yeah.
Which will be their November game, of course.
Yeah, sure.
So like the show was, to me, it was okay. It could have been a lot better. The main drawback, weirdly, was Smash Brothers, which is supposed to be their biggest game of the year. We're
not supposed to feel down about Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is a game that we're supposed to be excited for, but they overwhelmed us so much with Smash Brothers. It's kind of hard to be excited now. It's kind of like you did too much, and now it's like I gotta take a breather. Like I need a break. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like,
it was just too much. I felt because it wasn't even just the direct. They went straight into the treehouse. Started with Smash Brothers for like another 40 minutes.
Exactly. Like you didn't even give us any time to breathe.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff they showed with the mechanics, they could have just showed at the treehouse. Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure my tune will change by the time it gets closer to the release of Smash Brothers, because obviously, even though I'm not really a big Super Smash Brothers person, I like Smash because of the legacy that it holds, because it's one of the very few games that you can get that has so many iconic characters in one universe. So obviously,
they made note of that too. They said it's the biggest crossover in gaming history.
Right. So obviously, I like Smash Brothers for that aspect of it, but I just need some breathing room. Like, me and Smash Brothers need some space right now. That's kind of how I feel.
Right.
I don't want to hear much about it for a few.
I don't want to hear nothing else about Smash Brothers until we get
we're all of course getting Smash. Everyone's excited for Smash. Like we just wanted to see more stuff at E3. That's all.
Yeah, like this was the E3 for Smash fans.
Yeah, if you like Smash Brothers, this E3 was probably like the greatest E3 ever for you.
Yeah. There's a lot of Smash fans.
Etika broke his shelf during the stream.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was like, did you?
Yeah. Damn, he is very excited.
Yeah, because even the year, like, and I'm a big Zelda fan, but like even the
Hyperspace cried.
I stayed away from a lot of that gameplay because I didn't want to see a lot. You know, you don't have to overload us with information. You don't have to. I promise.
But yeah, the game looks good. Game looks fine.
Yeah.
The direct was kind of a miss because of how they decided to handle half the show.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They'll show more content. We already know there's more content. Reggie said it. We know Panic Buttons got stuff.
Of course, and that's not my concern. We know Nintendo's got games coming.
Are actually concerned that they don't have content, but like you guys just don't pay attention.
Right.
Nintendo has no content. Just this show was disappointing.
Yeah. We just talk. Yeah. Just keep it.
Like,
keep in mind that we're just talking about.
There's no concern on our end about them lacking content.
Future games and content.
Just this show was mediocre because they decided not to show any of the content.
Exactly. Right. That's the thing. So we're gonna get out of here soon, or are we gonna do questions?
We'll do a couple questions. We'll get out of here.
But before we do that, what grade do you give Nintendo's E3?
Are you including Treehouse or just the show?
Just the show, just the direct.
C+.
Yeah, same.
I say the same thing. C+. It is only a plus because of Fire Emblem.
I'm only giving it a plus because of my Damon X Machina.
Plus because of the Damon and Fire Emblem.
Actually, I got my Mario Party too. So Damon and
Mario Party being online would probably make it.
Because we got two new exclusive games announced at the show, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
So where does the question say? Okay, with all the Wii U ports that coming out this year, do you think Nintendo is doing the Switch port city this year so that they can have a strong party lineup for next year? Even though Nintendo had a mediocre E3 this year. Oh, that's the second question. Okay, yeah. I think they're getting all the ports out of the way just so they have time to make more games. Like, that's pretty clear.
Yeah. I think that this is like Nintendo's breather year, where they could just kind of catch up and like cover any loose ends.
We know it only takes them about 6 months to port a Wii U game because they've told us that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why we're getting them as I wouldn't even call them really filler games because most people have not played these games.
These are and it's from a business standpoint it makes sense because not a lot of people play these
and it gives them
and they
more
didn't make
time
enough
to
money from the Wii.
Stuff like Bayonetta 3.
Right.
I think a lot of the reason some of these games aren't out is because most of their teams are probably working on Smash.
They're still working on them.
Yeah.
I think the Yoshi team got pulled off and went to Smash, to be honest.
They probably did, actually.
They probably did. It's probably what happens. Like, dude, we need some help. Get these guys over.
They're trying to
get
that
do
game
all hands on deck with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, they pretty much did that.
That's the Juggernaut game this year.
Yeah.
But
next year's looking strong already. We got Yoshi. We have Fire Emblem. We have potentially Bayonetta. We have Pokemon, the real Pokemon game. That's a huge game for them. So it's gonna be a strong year.
It's going to be a strong year next year, definitely. That's when all of the heavy hitters are coming.
Yeah.
All right. Even though Nintendo had a mediocre E3 this year, do you think the Switch will surpass 20 million this year because of Smash Brothers?
Smash and Pokemon are going to do it.
And Pokemon,
and Pokemon.
They're already at like 16 million. Like, that's going to be reached before those games even come out.
Yeah. Smash moves a lot, but let's be real, Pokemon will move more.
Yeah, Pokemon will move way more.
Sometimes I feel people overestimate the amount of console Smash moves because we saw how many consoles Smash can move with the Wii U. It wasn't that much.
It wasn't that much.
But then again, that's really move the Wii U.
But still, Smash Brothers, like Mario Kart moved more units than Smash did.
Than Smash did.
That's true.
So Pokemon definitely will move a lot of Switches.
Yeah, a lot of consoles.
So hitting that 20 million, I still don't think it's an issue, to be honest. Even without Fire Emblem and without Yoshi, I don't think those games have even remotely a tiny impact compared to Smash and especially Pokemon.
And then we have to remember that a lot of people potentially are going to be buying the Switch are not us.
Yeah.
So like we've already played a lot of these Wii U games, like
most people,
but a lot of people, these games are new. Like Donkey Kong is new to a lot of people. Kirby,
Same with
well,
Captain
Kirby's a new
Toad.
game.
Well,
Same-
this is
Yeah, Captain Toad is new
Captain
to a
Toad
lot of
is
people.
new.
Same with
You know what I mean?
Bayonetta. Same with Mario Kart.
Bayonetta,
Same
Mario
with
Kart, all
Hyrule
that.
Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah, these games are new to so
To
many
most
people. So,
yeah.
because like to us, 2018 has been mediocre,
Like,
but
how
to a
much
lot
did
of
you-
people, they're like, "Oh snap! I never played this.
Yeah.
Pick this up."
We're
then
like
you have to
technically
think about
we're
people
in
who
the
even-
minority of people who
Yeah.
have played these games already.
Yeah, and like people
Yeah.
who even own the Wii U might not even half of those
Might
games.
not even
So
have
Right.
it.
now that they have a Switch, they probably are picking up.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
an
what-
interesting question because I actually
What's
wanted
that?
to talk about this. Will
Oh, yeah.
Morphe's Law be overlooked now that Fortnite is on the Switch?
Most
It
definitely.
depends on when it comes out.
It absolutely.
They
will,
waited
I
too
think.
late. They waited too long. Fortnite's here already. It's people are not going to get off Fortnite to get placed in
Yep.
Morphe's Wall, no matter how quirky that game may be. Hell,
I
I'm
feel
not
Yeah.
I
interested.
feel really bad for this game.
I do too.
I think
I'm
it.
gonna still
I honestly
pick it up.
think. I honestly think it depends on when it comes out because even though Fortnite is a big game, there's gonna be like if it comes out like say at the end of this year, I think a lot of people still would have their fill of Fortnite and will probably be willing to try something new and play them both at the same time. So, but anything that's coming out right now, definitely no chance whatsoever.
I just think
Except Mario Tennis.
any kind of game that's
Mario
in,
Tennis.
the shooter genre of any sort.
Yeah, they're gonna have a tough
like
time.
that's
now.
like quirky and kind of that could have contended with Fortnite if they hadn't gotten out before Fortnite. We'll have a harder time now.
Like
now that
that
now that
other
Fortnite
Battle
is here,
Royal
they're gonna
game
have.
that's coming to Switch,
Yeah.
that indie one, that's DOA.
Oh, that's
That's
DOA.
that's
Well, I don't
DOA.
remember the name of it, but they're
Yeah,
they're
Lazy
dead on arrival.
Justice.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
DOA. That's
There's
done.
gonna be a lot of
Unfortunately,
DOAs.
They should have made their game
Unfortunately.
come out last year, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is what
because
it
it had
is.
a Fortnite look to it, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because I think there's gonna be like base building aspects to that game as well.
There
Yeah,
it
they
is.
did.
Yeah.
They're too late. We got
Yeah,
the
they're-
original.
They're too late. Yeah.
We got the
Okay.
original already.
With all the returning DLC characters and Smash, which first-party character and third-party character from a franchise that has not been represented do you want to get added as DLC?
Well, I know that we mentioned Isaac from Golden Sun.
Yeah,
That's a character that hasn't been getting any love.
the whole franchise is basically dead.
Yeah, like the franchise. Who made that? Was it Camelot?
I think so.
But they're out here making freaking Mario
They make
Tennis.
the tennis games, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Mario Tennis looks great, but it's like, I would love it if they would have an opportunity to bring, because I've never had an opportunity to play Golden Sun. I would love to play something like that on
I
the
like Golden
Switch
Sun.
if they would have brought it back. So
You guys all know I want Waluigi in Smash. It's just,
yeah,
Like I wanted Waluigi.
he's getting snubbed.
I
left
would have
and
said
right.
Bomberman, but he's in Smash as trophies, whatever.
yeah, Bomberman would have been my choice for third party, but we didn't
Yeah.
get him. If you want to talk about Banjo and Kazooie, that's another option. That would be really cool if Microsoft teamed up with
I mean, if
Nintendo
you
for
wanna-
that.
What third party character I would want to see in Smash Brothers? I gotta really think about that one. Because I'm thinking about like what
we gotta
characters
make
are
it.
as iconic as the third party characters we have now.
But
Like really iconic characters, third party
I guess
characters.
Simon Belmont.
Yeah, Simon Belmont could work. That's probably because Castlevania is within that realm of like
Yeah.
that era, Pac-Man and
I would really
Sonic
love to
and-
see Shovel Knight make it to the
Shovel
big
Knight
time.
too.
Shovel Knight would
Shantae,
be
maybe.
so
Shantae.
good. And Shantae. Yes, I would love to see both of
But
those characters.
you know how they roll. They want to keep it as like the legacy characters.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that the probably Castlevania characters would be the best bet, to be
Wait a
honest.
minute.
Yeah.
Because
but
they
what
are
if-
in that same era. You
I
know
have
what
a
I
thought
mean?
They
though.
have a history with Nintendo.
I have a
Yeah,
thought
they
though.
do.
What if, with all the fact that they've got all their legacy characters in the game, for the most part, that they want to start maybe adding in some well-known indies?
Yeah.
I
like
think
Shovel
Shovel
Knight.
Knight-
That would be nice if they
Definitely
start
have to
if like we get some more characters and they introduce the indie scene that's been doing well on the Switch.
That'd
for
be
the most
really
part.
cool.
That'd be nice. We might see some Shovel Knight and Shantae.
Shovel Knight and Shantae would be the top
The-
two in my
those-
opinion.
need to be the
they
top
would
two,
be top of the
definitely.
list for sure.
And if you want to add another legacy character, Waluigi.
Mhm.
The final question: will Nintendo make new amiibo? Obviously, they will.
Yeah, they
So,
are for the.
for Smash Brothers. Which
We'll get
amiibo are
Snake.
you guys gonna get for the new Smash line?
Probably Sheik.
Sheik.
I already got Sheik.
I'm definitely
I don't
getting
have
that
Sheik.
Ridley one.
I mean, I pretty much have almost all of them except for the ones that I got. Well, I got rid of. But I'll probably get Snake.
Oh yeah, Snake
Wolf.
too. Yeah.
I definitely want to get a Wolf.
Yeah, I gotta get Wolf.
And
Wolf looks so cool in Smash Brothers
He
Ultimate.
does.
Yeah,
he
I
has
gotta
the
get
Star
Young
Fox,
Link.
He has a new. He has a new like style. Like
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Because they're remodeled after Star Fox Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
art
The only
style.
good thing
Yeah.
about it. And then I might also the Ice Climbers, perhaps.
Yes, Nana.
Oh no,
Oh.
definitely Daisy. Oh yeah, Daisy's
passing
gonna be
on that
an amiibo
one.
now. I'll get Daisy.
Nana and Popo and Sheik. Who else? There's so many
I think I have an
characters.
extra Chic. I could just send that one to you. I gotta find it.
I want Smash Ultimate Sheik though.
Yeah. They're not. Well, that's assuming if they go with the Smash Ultimate line.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a whole new line for this game because
man,
that
that'd
made
be
money.
If they do,
last
I
time.
can't do that. I can't.
I can't go through that again.
I'm pretty sure they will because there's a.
I'd probably just
I
stick
wouldn't
with
be
the Zelda
surprised,
side
though.
of things. I wouldn't be surprised either, but at the same
But,
time, it's like,
yeah.
hopefully.
I like that Sheik has more like Breath of the Wild influence.
No,
in
you're
her
right because they
costume.
have the new design.
Yeah, she has a new
no.
design.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Damn it! I gotta do this all over again.
All right, and that's basically it for questions. So we can just do our outros and we will get out of here. So let's start with you, Kuuppon.
I have no clue what I'm going to be doing, guys, for the next couple of days. I'm still kind of tired from the stuff and excitement and streaming and whatnot. So I will not be streaming for a little while, but maybe next week I'll get back on my P's and Q's and whatnot. But for the most part, if you're looking for anything, I've been getting a lot of subscribers. So all of you people who have recently subscribed, I really appreciate it. Showing the love out there. My God, I'm getting hit up every day. Like, you got a new subscriber. You got a new subscriber.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty cool. It pops up on my phone. So if you do subscribe, shout outs to you. I will know about it. It'll pop up on my phone immediately and let me know. But as far as finding me, Kuuppon Stives is my tag, which might be changed to Kuuppon Struggles soon. So be on the lookout for that, because I think that makes more sense considering I am the struggle queen.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But you can find me at Kuuppon on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook and all that stuff. Just look up Kuuppon or Kuuppon Stives. You'll find me in all those areas because I'm technically almost the only one out there using that damn name. 2 U's, 2 P's. You got it.
All right, and Nia?
What is good, everybody? It is your girl, Nia, the video. Of course, you can find me on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer. I am also TheVideoGamHer on YouTube, watching this on somewhere other than YouTube. So make sure that you follow me or subscribe. I'm also TheVideoGamHer on Mixer as well as Twitch. I know that this is a very unorthodox time and day to have the podcast, so a lot of our people who are normally here are not here today. That makes me a little bit sad, but I hope that you guys enjoy listening to this in the archives because I know you will double back and come back and listen to the podcast. And let us know how you feel about Nintendo's E3 in the comment section whenever you guys do get an opportunity to watch the podcast. And we will see you guys next week.
All right, and what's going on, everyone? Active Sin here's another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. E3 week. We're all tired. We're all losing our voices. It's been a lot of excitement, a lot of letdowns from people like EA. But you know what it is? It's just E3, guys. Like, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is the best time to be a gamer. The most exciting time of the year for us is Christmas, baby. Lots of games. And yeah, Nintendo had a pretty good showing. There's a lot of content coming to the Switch this year. Next year is already lining up to be very strong. And yeah, Switch Gang is doing really well. Really, really well. Nintendo is killing it with their console, guys. Other than that, we're going to get out of here. You can, of course, find me on Twitter at ActiveSinGaming. Make sure to join our Discord, guys. It's in the description below. There's always people in there. It's very toxic, but it's a lot of fun. And so, other than that, we will be back Monday for Mario Kart 8 Monday Madness, and soon to be Tuesday Mario Tennis Tuesday Turmoil. How about that? That's a good name.
Tuesday Turmoil. Ooh.
So we will see you later. Bye.
Peace out, y'all.